Hello there, we're back at the pilot field, we're back in the PA box, huddling away from the cold, and we've just seen the ladies beat Welling United 3-2 in an excellent game actually. And I've got Tom Young, the coach, here with me. We're going to talk about the game and also about the Christmas period and games before that, because I think the team haven't been here since about October or something.
Yeah, so 20-something of October, it's been a long time.
Yeah, so welcome, and welcome to the box for starters.
Thank you.
And welcome back for the team. We'll get on to the game in a minute, but really pleased today. I thought they played very well, came back from 2-1 down, and good goals. Yeah,
it was one of those games where I think we played some great football, went 1-0 up and somehow conceded 2 goals which could have gone any other way for a long time, but it's just the way it works in football, and we were 2-1 down at half time, but the character and the attitude to come back was excellent. Yeah, no, and I think the interesting thing is, looking back over the period between the team playing here last and now, I could see an improvement. We could see an improvement. Talking to the players quickly, they're happy there's an improvement. That's really nice. I think you're 7th. You might even go up a little bit now, but 7th or so in the table, comfortably established. When you went away, there was obviously facing a long period of travelling. Had a couple of difficult games, I think, particularly against Montpellier Villa. But then on the run into Christmas, things seemed to get better and better. The games got tighter and things got better. Yeah, the big one for us, which was kind of the turning point, was the Saltine game. So while it was a 3-0 loss, we played them in pre-season and it was a lot heavier defeat, and I think we focused on being solid and being defensive and then building up from that. So we found out that we were getting joy in that game against Saltine, and we kind of have built on that as we've gone along, and I think that just gave a lot of confidence to the squad. I know there's been a few defeats in there as well, but I think all of the games we've had have all been decided by a goal. So yeah, it's definitely been a journey. It's definitely been developing a big phase of development, and I feel like we're taking strides forward. Definitely. Yeah, and just before Christmas there was an excellent 2-1 win with a very late goal, I think, from Brooke. Last touch of the game, yeah. That was an insane game. We weren't great for the first 45 minutes. We were 1-0 down. We grew ourselves into the game. Again, we pushed and we pressed them high, and we did a lot of the stuff we really wanted to do, but just couldn't quite score. I think it was about the 80th minute we got the first from a corner, and last kick of the game, Brooke, with I think her first header of the season, turned and put one in. So and that was against Stenning, was it? Who, pretty tough opponent. So a very, very good result against a team like that away. Yeah, they've again taken a lot of steps forward this year, and they've just before that game they also added a couple of new players as well. So we knew it was going to be a tough challenge. But again, it was the attitude and the character, and it's the fight that we've now got in this squad that really wants to push us forward. Yeah, and back here today. Significant that very interesting actually. We had Jack Dixon back for the men yesterday and Rebecca back for the ladies today. So 2 very big senior players, but back in the same weekend. Rebecca today, she looked the player that we know she is really, and that's got a bit, that sort of addition of the seniority, the knowledge, the experience and the skill. It's another big plus, isn't it? Yeah, Ralph's a big player for us. We were gutted we wasn't able to bring her in over the summer, but I also understood the situation. But this time around she's come in, and she's brilliant from my side because she understands the game very well from her experience. So she's a great one between the squad and myself and the coaching staff as well. So she can help coach on the pitch, also pass on those information to myself, and she's been brilliant since she's come in. Again, she's a leader in the group. She's come in and shown straight away the attitude that we're looking for here, the fight, the determination, all of the non-negotiables that we talk about, and she's really stepped up, and she's, as we saw today, she was a brilliant player. She dictated a lot. Could easily have picked her as player of the match. I think Megan and Amy in midfield, I love it's a commentators or PA box nightmare the way they interchange.
but they cover the midfield so brilliantly between them, don't they?
Yeah, so having one at centre back and one in that holding midfield role, they rotate really well amongst themselves, and that just means that those runs come from different areas and different layers in the pitch, and it makes it really hard to track for the opposition. And those two, as you'd expect with twins, they've just got that intuition between themselves.
Yeah, no, it's great. And Lauren played on the right-hand side today. You changed. It was a different formation. Not a different formation, but different personnel. You move things around at the back. Yeah.
So it was we had the opportunity to have Amy with us, and then obviously Vic's in the middle. Nick has been. Don't want to forget about Nick in this, because she's been an absolutely outstanding player, especially for someone who's 17. She's come in at left back and been outstanding.
Yes.
And Sharpie, she will help out wherever she can. She's a brilliant defender, but she's also a great ball carrying defender.
Yeah.
So when she's in the middle or when she's out wide, she still does the same job for us. There's no drop off at all.
No, it's good. I mean, it's just another example of that. Those senior players just with the right attitude and setting the example, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's been the big one for us this season. We understood there was going to be a lot of rotation in the summer, but it was our opportunity to set the groundwork for the long term, and that all starts with the attitude. Anyone who comes in has to conform to the attitude we're trying to bring, and that all comes from unity and the intensity. And
I think that the attitude of the team, the demeanour of the team is fairly obvious to people like me who see them around and that. So that's really great. You see that with the men's team, and to see it with the girls as well. It's lovely. I mean, you could just see that ethos right across the board, and that's really they're a joy to come and work with. Actually, it has to be said, and you can see their progress. Also, is a really nice thing. But the youngsters, I thought Nia was really good today. Got great game awareness. We both noticed that. She picks the ball up and she gives it. And she again, another player. It's almost unfair to single players out, but she's another player who's improved a lot. Yeah,
I think she's just. I'm trying to think. We've let her off the leash that little bit. We've given her a role within the system, and she's taken it with both hands. Yeah. She stepped up a lot this season. She had the opportunity to, and she's taken it with both hands. And she's one of those players which it's hard to take off in a game, because I know what she brings. We have a brilliant squad, so players do get rotated around. But she's really, really stepped up, and even at her young age, she's coming in. She's setting the standard for everyone else in that squad as well.
Yeah, and Hannah, who's joined us, came on today, quick, good on the ball, another great addition.
Hannah's a player which I used to coach when I was at Lewis, so I have that relationship from before. I was really pleased to get that one across the line. She's a dual sign from Lewis, so she was still going to be playing with them, and we're working out how it's all going to play, because she also played for Kent County yesterday. But yeah, 16, knows how to finish. She knows she wants to get on the ball as much as she can. She understands picking up those pockets. She's a great addition to this squad, and I think it's only going to grow. Today was a good example of being introduced to it, and as soon as she gets up to the speed of play, which we're now going with, she's going to make a big difference for us. Yeah,
it's great to be able to talk about all these girls so positively. And just to finish off, I mean, what a great goal. I know it was from a corner, but Brooke's delivery from those corners, we saw it against Bexhill last year, and that delivery, very difficult to deal with, isn't it?
Yeah, flat, hit hard. It's a tough one to work with, and even trying to set up anything defensively against it, it's so difficult to do. And as you saw today, we got the benefit of that. Bexhill we did. If we have a few times this season where we've narrowly missed out from it, but that's a real weapon.
So it is a really good thing. Really good thing to have in your toolbox. No doubt about it. Really good. Those dead balls, if you can make the most of those, and a really positive outcome today, I think. And the whole thing felt good.
For me, it was one of those ones where we had the beginning of the season going up to October, where we had a lot of growth we needed to do, and we were in the process of putting the work in. Having that period away and then coming back was our opportunity to show what we've been able to do over that period, and I think we really showed that today.
Yeah, brilliant. So a fantastic result today, definite progress. You can see where it's going. What's your ambitions for the rest of the season, do you think, from here?
At the minute, it's game by game. We've really got to look at it game by game, because if we go too long term, we can get lost that little bit in trying to get the smaller details down, which is what we're at the period where we've done the bigger projects. We now need to refine and do the smaller details, and then we can end up adding to that later on, but it's making sure we don't get too far ahead of ourselves right now.
Brilliant. Okay, all good. Thank you so much for talking to us. The team are back here next Sunday, so I'd highly recommend you come along. It's well worth a watch. Really enjoyable afternoon. Come along and support the team. It's a really, really worthwhile thing. They're playing well. Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Tom. Thanks for talking to us. Brilliant.
Thank you.